everyone, my name is Caitlin and you're watching Likeable Cocktails. Now on this edition of One Bottle Bartender, we're going to be focusing on tequila. Now for some reason, tequila's gotten a bit of a bad rap, whether you had a bad experience in college or you just drank way too much in Mexico. I'm hoping with these two classic cocktails, I'll change your mind. So today, we're going to be making a PALOMA and a BATANGA. Now let's start off with the PALOMA. You don't need any fancy tools to make this cocktail. All you need is a glass. We're gonna build everything right in here. So let's start. A PALOMA really only consists of 3 ingredients: tequila, lime juice, and grapefruit soda. Now, if you don't have grapefruit soda, I'm gonna show you the alternative to make your own. So let's start off by rimming our glass with a little bit of salt. Now what you want to do is cut a lime in half and rub a little bit on one half of the outside of your glass. Grind out some salt onto a plate and dip that lime washed glass right on top. So now that you have half of your glass rimmed with salt, you're ready to build your cocktail. So we want to start with some ice in your glass. Now for the first ingredient, you're going to want to pick your favorite tequila. I'm using Don Julio Blanco. And now I urge you to use more of a Blanco style tequila, but if all you have is Reposado or Añejo at home, you can use that as well. But for me, I much prefer a Blanco. So I'm going to use about 1.5 ounces of this Don Julio Blanco tequila and pour it straight into my glass over the ice. And now for our second ingredient, we want a little bit of fresh lime juice. So what I'm going to do is take the half of the lime we've just cut in half and squeeze it fresh right into the glass. It roughly turns out to be about 1/2 ounce of lime juice, maybe a touch less. Now since the PALOMA is all about the grapefruit soda, we definitely need to add a bit of grapefruit to this. Now like I said, if you don't have a grapefruit soda at home, whether it be a squirt, a Yarrito, a bubbly, a LaCroix, you can use some fresh grapefruit juice and a bit of soda water to compensate. So what I'm going to do is add about 1/2 ounce of freshly squeezed grapefruit juice. Now typically, your grapefruit soda is going to be a touch sweet. So what I'm going to do is just add a little bit of simple syrup right on top, about a teaspoon or so. Now last but not least, we need to make this fizzy. So I'm going to add a little bit of soda water. I would say probably about 2 ounces will do. Now mix that up and you're almost ready to serve. Add a piece of fresh grapefruit on top and you're ready to go. You have yourself a PALOMA. Cheers. Now for my next drink, the BATANGA, you're virtually going to repeat that entire process. So, like I did the first time around, I'm going to take my glass, run my lime around half of the edge, and dip it in my salt. Now I like to tap the bottom of my glass just to get some of that excess salt off the rim. Alright, so once again, we're gonna load this up with some ice. Okay, to start things off, we're gonna need some tequila. So again, I'm gonna take my Don Julio Blanco and add 1.5 ounces straight into my glass. And just like with the PALOMA, we're gonna squeeze our lime straight into the glass. Now for our next ingredient, this is where we change things up. Instead of adding a grapefruit soda to our tequila and lime juice, we're gonna add Coca-Cola. Now, if you can get your hands on some authentic Mexican Coca-Cola, it takes this drink to a whole other level. Give it a quick mix and you're ready to serve. And we have ourselves a BATANGA. Cheers! So here we have 2 quick and easy tequila cocktails anybody can make at home. Make sure you hit like and make sure to follow along for another edition of One Bottle Bartender here on Likeable Cocktails.